Hi, my name is Ivonne Bellew, and I am a real estate agent with Century 21st Advantage in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Growing up was very interesting for me. I grew up very different that your typical Mexican family will grow. I was raised by a single mom, so we moved a lot, and I always remember my great aunt. We used to visit her often when I was a little girl, and she lived in Calexico, California. I have this camel that she gave me when I was little, and it's very special. She used to love to travel to Israel, and she gave me this as a souvenir. And I always keep it in a place where I can see it because it's a reminder of her dream in my life. She used to pray for my mom and I to come to the States. Even though I am the third generation here in America, my grandfather only applied for all my uncles and left all the girls outside of um, getting their green cards. So my grandma applied for my mom, and the process was very, very long. And I never understood why my aunt really had the desire of us coming to America. But when I grew up and I was a teenager and I came to the States, I understood why she wanted us to be here and enjoy the American dream. So her dream became my dream. And in 2016, I made the choice to become an American citizen. And that was the most rewarding feeling I could ever have. Most people think of the hardest part of getting citizenship is studying for the test. The hardest thing on becoming an American citizen for me was to be in the room with the immigrant officer. It was very intimidated. And when I saw a file that was about this thick, it was like my whole life was there sitting on a desk, and my destiny was sitting in the hands of the man that was interviewing me. Then I lived in Phoenix, Arizona for 29 years, and things have changed so much in Arizona from the time we moved to what is today. It has changed in politics, it has changed in population, crime, and our family was not very happy anymore with everything that was going on. But we were not sure if we wanted to move to a different neighborhood or maybe just pursue to move to a different state. And one day we were having brunch like we do every Sunday, and my daughter mentioned the governor of South Dakota, and how much she admired her. And she said we should move to South Dakota. And my father said, yes, we should move. I didn't say much because I really didn't know anything about South Dakota back then. Um, but I wanted to make my daughter happy, and I said, well, maybe we can look into it. So we ended up making 3 trips to South Dakota, Sioux Falls, and we love the people, we love the city, we love what South Dakota has to offer, and we decided to make the move. And I joined Century 21st Advantage with David Shelton because David is an amazing person. For me, is more than a mentor. He is like a father, even though he is not old enough to be my father. He is so full of wisdom. I really am very comfortable and admire the fact that he stands for what he believes. I believe in God, I'm Christian, and I feel like we don't speak up anymore. David doesn't have a problem with that. Sometimes in our profession, we are told by our brokers to never talk about religion or politics. And I don't have to worry about that here. Um, David really doesn't have a problem expressing respectfully what his point of view is when it comes to politics or when it comes to what he believes. Um, and it's amazing to be working with him when we do open houses. It's not just about business, but sometimes we get into conversations. We ended up praying, or he just ended up giving me a great advice and changed my perspective about life, about God. And it's so important to have that support on your profession and your personal life, um, and still keep it professional. David Shelton is just an amazing person that God has blessed because of who he is. His amazing wife works with him too. Everybody here, we are like family. And it's something that in 14 years that I have been a real estate agent, I never had in a broker. So I love where I am today, and I can wait what the future holds for me, not only in South Dakota, but in Century 21st Advantage.